Nothing works in this house.
Tell me about it.
Is that a shot at me?
Probably.
Because for your information, I got a job.
Really? What kind of job?
Beads.
Bees?
Beads.
Bees! Return from whence you came.
So we might as well have a good time. Toga, 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 toga.
It's Hard-Headed Sports with Spinny and Fetty Bus. Famous for their podcasts, you can now catch them right here on The Al Travis Show.
And I love having them on. Spinny and Fetty Bus both with us today. Gentlemen, lots to talk about. We haven't even talked about the Vikings, all that, but I would like to do some other stuff first, if you guys will give me the indulgence. Spinny, real quick, how are the girls doing in volleyball? How are the oldies?
We got the 1 seed in the conference tournament, so we got a bye in the first round. We'll play the winner of St. Kate's and Bethel on Thursday at home.
Fantastic. And the winning streak is 17? Was that what it ended?
We did lose to Eau Claire, so 20 of the last 21, but
Good.
one loss in the middle there.
All right, so the girls are playing well. You're excited about the tournament.
Yes, sir.
Go get them, Olies. Bus, you guys started the season out. The Vikings up there, Bethany Lutheran Vikings on top of the hill in Mankato. You guys went to Chicago for the weekend. How'd that work?
It went pretty well, I thought, for the opening weekend of the season. We went 1-1. We beat Rockford University by about 17, and then we lost to Aurora University by 5. It was a good back and forth game. We had a ton of turnovers in the second game, so that's what really did us in. But yeah, for the first couple games of the season for a new group, we had one returner this year from our rotation last year, so a lot of chemistry and gelling needs to happen, right? So I thought we played really well from that standpoint, and I'm excited to see where things go from here.
All right, fantastic. Again, we got a lot of regular sports stuff to talk about, but I want to talk with you guys. You caught this thing with the pitchers out of Cleveland throwing pitches away and what do they call them? Prop bets? Did you see this thing?
Yeah, Manuel Clase and I don't remember the other dude.
Ortiz or something like that, yeah. So the Major League Baseball comes out, and this is their answer to this. And for folks who didn't catch it yesterday, these two pitchers for Cleveland were picked up by the FBI, for heaven's sakes, throwing pitches, which, okay, that sounds bad. Throwing pitches, what he means by it is that, let's say in the third inning, this guy's going to be in the game. He's going to say, I'm going to make sure the first pitch I throw in the third inning is a ball. I didn't even know you could bet on such a thing, but evidently you can. So his friends would all go and bet that it would be a ball. All those people that bet it would be a strike didn't know it was fixed. And then these two knuckleheads would get like 10, 15% of the cut. These guys were making $450,000, something like that, on these pitches. Well, they get caught. Jail time could be theirs if, they're innocent until proven guilty. Major League Baseball, Spinny, here's their answer to what's going on. They're going to see if they can't get these companies, these betting companies, to cap the per pitch bet at $200 and not let them be part of parlays. Is that the answer to this problem? You have cheating in baseball. Well, we'll limit how much you can cheat. Is that it? Your thoughts, Spinny, on the cheating in baseball? It's just like basketball a week ago, and you watch, it's going to be in football as well.
I obviously hate it, Al, and I don't think that the problem is, how much you can bet or whatever. Yeah. But I do like the idea of, now this doesn't solve the first pitch situation, but I do like the idea of only allowing the overs to be bet and not the unders for prop bets. So making it so, like in the NBA, you can only bet over how many points, or in the MLB, you can only bet the over on how many strikeouts. So there's not as much of ways to throw it. Like, you can't be like, well, today I'm going to be extra good. You know what I mean? So, like,
I'm going to hit 2 more homers, so that'll show them. Yeah,
exactly. So I think that would
be
a
good
interesting start for this, is just making it so you can only bet the over. I think that makes things a lot harder to throw.
Wow, I kind of, that's actually brilliant, Spinny. I mean, I hate to be all stunned that you came up with that, but I like that a lot. Bus, your thought on this. It's the basketball guy who, had his buddies take the under on how many buckets he was going to throw, how many points he'd score, has a good first quarter, and then, oops, I twisted my ankle out for the game, and he and his buddy make a bunch of money. I think Spinny's got a point there. If you're going to make the money on the under, you can throw that stuff.
No, yeah, that's an excellent point. They should definitely look into changing that. Now, they make so much money on people betting the unders and stuff, these sports books, so I'm assuming that will probably not happen. But if you want to eliminate cheating, that's obviously an easy way to do it. And in regards to the pitching thing, I don't know why they just didn't get rid of it completely. I don't know why the pitch, like, bet on what if one single pitch is going to be a strike or a ball. I don't know why that's even a thing. They should just get rid of that. But
because people bet on anything. They flip in the coin toss on the Super Bowl. People will get into it, but once you find out it's rigged, then you got a problem. I guess my thought is maybe the only gambling we need is the over and under on who's going to win. Vikings plus 3.5. Okay, you decide. Then the whole team has to get behind you to screw this thing up. But when you're playing on a particular pitch, you can be a great pitcher. This Class A guy evidently is a great pitcher. It would be nothing for him to throw a ball at the right time, make some side money, and then go strike everybody out. He had a great game, and he cheated. You know what I'm saying? In some sports, you can do this on purpose and never look that bad. The guy who hurt his ankle, he had a bad game, but he came right back. Really, right next game, he's back into it. That stuff's got to stop, or no one's ever going to bet. I would say take all that stuff out except for I'm betting on my team to win or lose.
Yeah, the player prop thing, definitely the overs, like you were getting at. It's a lot easier if you just keep betting on the teams or anything in that regard. Can I say something potentially controversial here?
I would hope so.
Okay, so if they are convicted, they could face up to 65 years in jail. I think that's just absolutely ludicrous in my mind. It's a nonviolent crime. Why would you be put in jail for 65 years?
Well, that is probably controversial because I'm like, throw them in jail. The bigger problem is the people they hurt, right? Somebody's taking the underside, and they're never going to get their money back. This has been going on for 3 years, according to the FBI. So they've hurt a lot of people in all this. And again, that number, let me ask you this. What mentality does a guy like Chase have? He's making a few $1 million every year, right? So he gets his buddies to bet on this. They make $400,000. He wants 20% kickback. He make $80K. He's making millions a year. Why are you doing this for $80,000?
Yeah, it really makes no sense, honestly. That's why the whole situation makes no sense to me, because the amount of money they get wasn't even that much.
Yeah.
And the amount of years they could go to jail is like more than someone potentially could get for murdering somebody. Like, it just makes no sense to me, the whole situation.
Well, we got to figure it out. Spinny, let me throw this at you. And again, controversial. I know you guys are both college coaches. But if we don't stop this now with what we're finding out, and I mean, I don't know how to do that. Some lawyer's going to have to, maybe Spinny's got to know unders, that sort of thing. If you don't stop this now, how long does it take till it gets to the collegiate level? You're looking at Chase, who's making $1 million a year, and he wants to scam somebody for $80K. And you're looking at a college basketball hoops player, pick your college, that somebody comes up, he's trying to make an extra, $50 so he can, get a keg of beer for his party. And they're saying, hey, there's $40,000 in it if your first ball's an air ball. You got to have a great game after that, son, but if your first ball's an air ball, we're gonna make sure you get, how do you stop kids at 18, 19, 20 from doing that if these full-grown men making millions will do it? Sorry, Spin, if that puts you in a bad spot.
No, it's hard too, because like in a lot of people's mind, like that's harmless, Like, I'm missing one shot, it doesn't really affect anything. Like, I do get that part. I think limiting, like you said, the amount, especially in college sports, the different things you can bet on. Like, it's hard for us. Like, you can't. There's no even lines for like D3 sports right now. It's not like it's not like there's a book that you can actually bet on it.
No.
So I think that, but like at Division I, I think the over-under thing is got to be a huge part of it going forward. And I think for college sports overall, I'd even be okay with eliminating prop bets on college sports. Like
No.
I think we can take a little bit of what may seem as drastic measures here just to protect the integrity of the sport and our athletes.
See, agreed. And Bus, wasn't it Arizona? Was it Arkansas a few years back got some shaving thing? It was already in college, wasn't that?
I can't remember. I can't remember what team it was, but you're right. There was already a situation in college. So yeah, I'm kind of with Spinny. Just eliminate prop bets in college. I don't see why you need prop bets for college sports.
Right. Fair enough. I thought you guys would have some interesting thoughts on all this because I didn't know you could bet on half of this stuff, let alone you could make $500,000 if you bet. I mean, yemeni nuts. Okay, we'll go to a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some Vikings. We'll talk some Wolves and much more. I've got them, Spinny and Fetty Bus from Hard Headed Sports.
Braver Angels Minnesota is part of a national movement that brings together conservatives, liberals, independents, and others to restore trust, respect, and goodwill in politics. We seek not to eliminate our differences, but rather deal with them head on, with respect and understanding. We do not try to change people's views, but how they view the other side. There will always be differences. Braver Angels Minnesota believes the best way forward is to change how we deal with those differences. Join the civil conversation at mn.braverangels.org.
You know that car sound that sounds like a cricket playing a banjo? Jays can fix that. You know when you step on the brakes and your car sounds like a pair of tennis shoes in the dryer? Paul is a guy who specializes in that. And you know that sound that never happens when the mechanic's around? Paul took a whole course on that. If you own a car, you need to know Paul. Paul owns Jay's Auto Shop, 202 North Main Street, Blue Earth, 525-1052, 525-1052.
It's nice to know a guy that knows a guy. Al Travis.
I know them. That's Spinny and Fetty Buzz from Hard Headed Sports. Guys, let's talk the Minnesota Vikings quick. It was not the team that showed up to take on Detroit. A whole different vibe. Just a quick side question. They had 8 false starts. Anybody know if you could bet the over and under on the number of false starts from a home team? And could there possibly be something we need to look into? Because how do you get to 8 false starts, Spinny?
Yeah, 8 false starts is horrendous, Al. I got to admit.
20 years it hasn't happened.
It was interesting. They asked Harbaugh after about like the Ravens doing some.
Yeah, what was that?
The Vikings, some were hinting that the Ravens were, when they were calling out their movements, now going to switch sides, were saying it like hut.
Oh.
They're like, move your butt, and stuff like that. And it was throwing our guys off.
Interesting.
It's like, what are you in 6th grade? Seriously? That was
Also,
our
if
answer.
they were doing that, that's awesome stragy. In my
Well, it's
opinion.
illegal.
Like,
It's illegal.
Yeah,
But the
well,
refs couldn't tell who was doing
It
it.
could be illegal all at once. I think it's cool. I wish we would have. Why did we stop running the ball? That's the only thing
Literally
I want to
stop.
know. Because, like, Aaron Jones, 5.2 yards a carry, Jordan Mason, 6.3 yards a carry on the day. And we only ran the ball with them 13 times. That was one where I was just like, can we get some more runs in the third quarter? But yeah, I mean, the Ravens are a good team. Their defense is good. I just felt like we left a lot out there overall.
Absolutely. Boss, you're in the same program?
Yeah, I'm completely with Spinny there. I just was confused watching the game. Even like, it was like 3rd and short, and we're just not running the ball, or we're on the goal line and we're not running the ball. I didn't get that either.
As a coach, real quick, it is like this cat matters or not, but when we're down 14, you score a touchdown. Why did we go for 2? It made no sense to me.
So that is a big analytics thing. Because, like, so basically you have a 40% chance to get the 2-point conversion, right?
Yep.
So if you get that twice, it's like pretty good odds of getting one of the 2 of them.
Sure.
One of the 2-point conversions. Now, if you get the first 2-point conversion, then you can just kick a field goal on the second, kick the extra point on the second one, and you win the game. So, like, it gives you the odds to win the game if you make the first one, but it also is pretty good odds of tying the game if you miss the first one and make the second one. So it's just the odds of allowing you to win while still giving you tie ops.
See, I thought if you made it, now you're down 6, and you're thinking we can at least now set ourselves up for a field goal next time, maybe get a short field, and 2 field goals would still tie it. It was strange to me. Okay, analytics is analytics. I want to talk about basketball real quick, if you guys don't mind. NBA or Minnesota Timberwolves are just crushing against some really bad teams. I can't watch Utah. Utah might be the worst basketball team ever. What, you laughing? You think I'm wrong? I watched that Jazz game.
Watch Brooklyn.
Well,
Brooklyn one time.
And Sacramento's not better. We've been beating up on these guys great. I hear one guy on the radio talking about the beautiful thing about us beating by the Jazz by 40 is it puts us in the lead spot for the Emerald Green Cup. You guys following that stupid thing? I hate it. I hated it last year. I hated it. We're in the first place in the West Group.
The regular season NBA championship, like the most important thing for the regular season of all time.
Yeah, they call it the Emerald Green Cup. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Unbelievable. We are in now because we beat up on them so bad. We are in first place in the West Group, and I couldn't care less. I think it's Friday's game, the 14th. We play, and the only way you know we're in the Emerald Green Cup thing is they put that stupid floor down in the weird colors, and it looks like a video game.
I was going to ask you how you felt about the neon green
my
floor.
Gosh, that was disgusting.
Horrid. Thank you, Bus. Thank you. You are 100% correct. It's absolutely horrid, and I don't know who likes it. I don't think the players care. I don't think anyone does. This is ridiculous. Tell me I'm wrong.
Kind of fun.
Oh, good God, Spinny.
Of course, Spinny likes it.
Of course he does. Bus, you're a man that makes sense. You want the death penalty for people who bet on these bad bets in, what do you call them? My brain. Those bets, you want the death penalty. You think 65 years isn't enough for throwing a bad pitch. I like your thoughts on this. How do we get rid of these Emerald Cups?
I don't think we do. The NBA is just looking for any way to make more money, right? So they get a sponsor to come in and get the tournament named after them, get a whole bunch of money for that and whatnot. It's just another way to make money for them.
Do any of you know, I've not been to the game, is that just a TV thing that the floor's that weird color? Are the players having to get used to the weird colors that they're throwing out there? I don't know the answer. I've not been to one.
Well, you could see from the last game, like, the color floor was reflecting off the players' faces. Like, their whole face was green because of the reflection off of the court. So there was definitely some in-person situation with it.
That's got to be horrible. These guys got to hate that. You play on a light wood floor that your entire career, then you play on some lime green throw-up looking stuff. Can't be good for anybody. Guys, I got to fly. Can we get you back in here on Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Bus. Appreciate you, Spinny. Go get them, guys.
Thank you.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist.